Good evening, everyone. This is BremSter, and tonight I'm coming to you with Aim No Higher by A. Hamilton and A. Burr. So this is another duel-based puzzle, oddly enough. I'm wondering if there's going to be a theme. This is another puzzle from the Hamilton Sudoku series, which is a series of puzzles that have been created by people anonymously to send specifically to my channel for me to do when I need to put out some puzzles in a bit of a rush. And I'm definitely in that situation at the moment. So they are designed to be slightly easier, so more approachable puzzles, so that they could be recorded a little bit faster. So nice for me. But also nice for people who are wanting to explore the constraints and everything. And of course, they're all themed around the musical Hamilton, which is something that my channel has had Easter eggs for and puzzles based around everything since the very beginning. So nearly 600 videos now, all of them have had, not all of them have had something to do with Hamilton in them, but there's normally been... It's very prevalent on my channel, even though, you know, it's not relevant. And if you just come to the channel to enjoy the puzzles, that's fine. If you're not a fan of musicals and you're not a fan of Hamilton at all, just enjoy the puzzle. It's not required to have knowledge of the musical or anything. There's going to be more of these. My understanding is the plan is for there to be 51. Whether that gets stuck to or not, I don't know. That will still be less than one for each time I've seen the show. So we'll see how that all goes. So what else is going on the channel on the moment? I'm going to continue to do live streams of puzzle games now that I've got my gaming PC that can run more stuff. And I'm also doing other gaming over on BremSter Games. There was the dual stream I did with Felinae, where half of the game was on my channel and half was on hers, and you could watch both and see what the other person was missing, and we're planning on doing more of that. Let's just look at this puzzle, shall we? Aim no higher, and then we can summon all the courage we require to solve it. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits in cages sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, and digits may not or cannot repeat within cages. So, while this 30 cage, these two digits do not see each other by Sudoku, we could not make both of those 8 to then have these sum to 14 in a different way. That would not work. So we could not do 9, 5, 8, 8. That would not be a valid killer cage because we've got repeated digits. And cells separated by a black dot must be in a 1 to 2 ratio, which basically means one must be double the other. Cells separated by a white dot must be consecutive, and not all dots are necessarily given. That's what we've got. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer, because this has been loaded for a while now. Let's give this a shot. So this 30 cage is fairly obvious to me. So if you add the 4 largest Sudoku digits, 6, 7, 8, and 9, you get 30. 6 and 9 is 15, 8 and 7 is 15. So 6, 7, 8, 9 is 30. So this is a 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I saw this 30 cage as well. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. And this 30 cage, this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, these will be consecutive, but they could be 6, 7, 7, 8, or 8, 9, except this digit cannot be 7 or 9. And the reason for that is on a black dot, there is a limit to the digits you can put on them. And the way I've come to different ways of thinking of it, but you'll either get 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, or 4, 8. One digit must be low. One digit must then be even because it'll be double the low digit. And because this can't be the low digit, this is either going to have to be 8, 4 or 6, 3. So that is interesting. But because this is even, this has to be odd because it has to be consecutive with the even digit. So this is going to be 7 or 9. If it's 7, this could be either. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 10 cage. 10 cage must be 1, 2, 3, 4. Because again, the 4 minimum Sudoku digits, add them together, you get 10. And we've got another 10 cage here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and another 10 cage here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are kind of symmetrical. Now, this does allow anything to be on the black dot. because this is basically 1 could go with 2, 2 could go with 4, 3 could go with 6, 4 could go with 8. But this could also go the other way around, because this could be 1 with 2 or 2 with 4. So, except this can't be 1. This one here cannot be 1, because if this was 1, this would have to be 2 to be consecutive, and this would have to be 2 to be double, and that would not work. So this is actually more restricted than it looks. But this could be 1, 2, 4 or 1, 2, 3. This could be 3, 6 with a 2 or a 4, and it could be 4, 8 with... Yeah, okay, that's not that more restricted now. So... is it a 12 cage? I don't know. Well, this can't be 1, 2. Okay, this is a little restricted. This cannot be 1, 2 because that would leave only 3, 4 for those. And it can't be 2, 4 because it would only leave 1, 3 for those. So this is either 3, 6 or 4, 8. And that means that these cells can't be from 1, 2, 3, 4 because I've got 3 of 1, 2, 3, 4 here and 1 of 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. And that's interesting, but is it enough? 12 cage must have a 1 in it. 2, 3, 4, 5 is 14. So there must be a 1 in this cage. There must be a 1 in this cage. Where... this could have some geometry in it. That is either that or 5. Because it's either 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if it's 6, 7, 8, 9, it can't be any of those. It'd have to be that. But if it's 5, it's okay. So it's either that cell or that. Whichever... oh, right. Hang on a minute. Whichever of these is 3 or 4, where does it go in this cage? If it can't go in here, it has to be here. So this is 3 or 4. So this is not 1. So 1 is in one of those two and not there. I still get the feeling I'm missing something. And this can't be the 1 because this would be the 2, but I now have 2 in this cage because it can't be there. So this is not the 1. This is the 1. And this can't be from 2, 3, or 4 because the 2, 3, and 4 are all taken in here. This has to be the 4. This is the 5. There's no 4 here. There's no 4, 8 here. This is 3, 6, which means this is 2. This is 3, which looks up meaning that's not 3. There's no 4 here, which means 1 and 4 are along here, but they're not consecutive. So this is only from 1 or 4. And there's either a 1, 2 or a 3, 4 here. So this can't be a 2. If this is a 2, that can't, that was a 3, that would leave nothing there. That cannot be a 2. This is a 1, 2 or a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. So this can't be 1, 2 or 2, 4. This is 3, 6 or 4, 8. And it can't be 3 or 4 here. So this is 3 or 4. "12 cage without a 3 in it." How do you make up a 12 cage? I must include a 1 in a 12 cage. So there's a 1 down here. If I don't include a 2, 1, 3, 4, 5 is 13. So there must be a 2 in this. So there's a 2 down here. Now 1, 2, 4, 5 is 12. So I've got 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 6 or 1, 2, 4, 5, but I can't include a 3. So this is 1, 2, 4, 5. But I can't put 1, 2 there. So this can't be the 4, 5. I have to put a 1, 2 here. So this is the 1, 2, and this is a 4, 5. And these are from 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a 6, 7, 8, 9 across. So this 4 made this 3, which makes this 6, which takes 6 out of both of those. There must be an 8 in those, which means this is the 6 and this is the 3. There's no 6 in here, which means there is 6 in here, which means there's no 6 here. Now, there must be an 8 on one of those two. So there's no 8 up here because there must be an even digit on a consecutive dot. One, two, three, four, five. Weird. Very, very weird. I'm finding stuff, but this has a very strange flow to it. So these are from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, maybe you should have done high-low colouring on this. Like this 12 cage is the same. It's 1, 2, 3, 6 or 1, 2, 4, 5. If it's 1, 2, 3, 6, this is the 6, and these are 1, 2, 3. Maybe. If it's 1, 2, 4, 5, this can't be 1 or 2. Well, it could be 2. No, it can't be. This can't be 1 or 2. If this is 1, this is 2, and that is broken. So I can't put 1 here. So 1 in this cage is somewhere along here. And I know I'm marking across boxes. So in order to do that, I'm going to highlight the cage and say that this 1 has to be along here. I can't put the 1 here because 1, 2 breaks that. So this is not 1 anymore, which means this is not 2. This is the 3, 4. So this is the 2, this is the 1. Which puts 1 up here. I don't think I can put 1 in a 25 cage. No, I can. 1, 7, 8, 9 would work. But there's no 3 here. Now, if this is 2, this would be 1 or 3, and it can't be. So the 2 is along here. So this is either 3, 4, or 5. Because it can't be 6. Now, if this was 1, 2, 3, right, so this has to be the 1, 2. Because if it's 1, 2, 3, 6, and I put the 2, 3 here, this would be the 1 and this would be the 6, and that doesn't work. And if it's 1, 2, 4, 5, I can't put the 1, 2 there. And if I put 1 of 1, 2 on here, I can't put just one of them without it being 1, 2 or 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 6 puts 6 here and that doesn't work. So this has to be 1, 2. And this is from 3, 4, 5, 6. But more importantly, these are from 3, 4, 5, and that can't be a 5. Because there's nothing on a black dot that goes with 5. This would be 3, 6, or 4, 2, and 8. And it can't be 8 because the 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 2 or 6. One and 2 have to be up here by Sudoku. So this is 1, 2. There's no 3, 4 here. This is 1, 2. This is 3. This is 4. Which means 3 is on one of those, but it can't be there because it would make that 6 and that would clash. So this is the 3. There is no 3 here. This is 4. This is 2. This is 5. This is not 5. This is 3. There's no 5 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is from 7, 8, 9. And it's not 8 because 8 has to be over here. This is 7 or 9. This is 6 by... No, what am I talking about? That is complete nonsense. There's 6 in the box. For some reason I was seeing the 6s in box 1. So this is 3, 6, or... This is 5 or 6. There is a 3 in this 15 cage. So these sum to 12. 12. So, well, I can't use a 2. So how do I get to 12? 1, can't use a 2, can't use a 3. 1, 4, 7, 1, 5, 6, and then I'd swap. Can I not use a 1? 2, 4, 2, 3, 4 is 9. I would need a 2, 3, 4, 6. No, I can't. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, I can't use a 2. So to be 3. If I don't use a 1, it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, which is way above 15. So I must use a 1 in here, but I can't use the 1 on the dot. So this is the 1. So this is 2 and this is 1. I can get rid of the yellow because I've finished with the cross box pencil marking. So I've got 1 and 3, so I need another 11. But they have to be consecutive. That's 5 and 6. So this is 4, this is 5. There's no 6 here, which means this is the 6. The 4 makes this 3. So 1, 2, 3 is 6. So this is 6. This 3 makes this 4 and this 3. 4 goes with 2 or 8. The 3 here makes this 6 and this 3. These are from, well, where is 5 in this box now? It can't go there, and if I put it on the consecutive dot, it would need 4 or 6. This is the 5. These are from 7, 8, 9 in order to complete the row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 4, 5. The 4 here makes that the 5 and that the 4. So these have to now sum to 24. So these are 7, 8, 9. But I have to put the even onto the consecutive dot. That's not the 8. This is odd, so this becomes even, which makes it the 8. This is not the 8. This is the odd, so this has to be the even. That's the 8. This is not the 8. There's no 8 here either because I've already got one in the box or in the cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8. So this is 7 or 9. 1, 2 goes next to 1 or 2 because I can't go 2, 3. So 1, 2, or I couldn't use the 3 anyway. 4, 5, 6. So this is a 6. So these are 14. So these have to sum to 14 and I can't do 7, 7. So this is 9 and 5. There is no 6 or 9 here. That's the 7. So that takes 7 out of all of those. 7 is only can't be consecutive with 6 or 8, and I can't use 6. This is the 8. 8 comes out of those. This is 6, 9, which takes 9 out of those. Looks down here, makes this 5 and this 6. This is 7, 8, 9 now for the row. 6 is consecutive with 7. I've probably had that for a very long time and didn't see it. This is now the 7, which takes 7 out of those. So this becomes the 8 and the 9. It takes 9 out of here. This is 1 or 2, but it's consecutive with 3. 2, 1, 2, 1. The 1 looks down, making this 2 and this 1. This is really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 go into those. But there's a 6, 9. So that's the 7. That's the 9. There's no 9 here. Consecutive with 6 or 9. Well, if this was a 9, this would be an 8. If it's a 6, it's a 5 because it can't be a 7. So this is 5 or 8 only. When it can't be an 8. So this is the 5. This is the 6. This is the 9. What are these digits now? These are 1, 2, and 4. So there has to be a 2 on here to go with the 1 or the 4. And this 2 is telling me it's not there. So this is the 2, which goes with 1 or 4. And the 1 here tells me this is the 4 and this is the 1. The 7 here tells me this is the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can resolve them using lots of different stuff. The 7 makes this 8, which takes 8 out of there and there. This 7 makes this 9, which makes this 7, which makes this 9, which makes this 7. The 7 makes this 9 and this 7. This 8 makes this 9 and this 8. And now I'm down to a single box. So should be able to do stuff. This 2 makes this 8. This row needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. This row needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can't put 2 or 5 there. That's the 4, which is consecutive with 5, which means that's the 2. This is the place for the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6 and 7, and that 7 is telling me that's the 6 and that's the 7. And that is the solution to Aim No Higher by A. Hamilton and A. Burr. I'm sure I only found one of many paths through that puzzle. Possibly not the most elegant, but dueling is stressful. First of all, you've got to get up before dawn. I actually do that a lot at the moment because it's winter here and the sun comes up quite late. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that puzzle. I've enjoyed most of the puzzles, possibly all of the puzzles in the Hamilton Sudoku series so far. You would know, you've seen them, right? There is a playlist that this will have been put into on the channel where you can check out all of the puzzles in the Hamilton Sudoku series. I've considered putting all of the other Hamilton-themed puzzles in the playlist or not. We'll see how that goes. I might get feedback from the people who... There is one person who I am liaising with, so I might get them to ask the setters whether I should do that or not. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm really enjoying these puzzles and I hope you are too. Really enjoying the series. I hope you are too, as well as all the other content on the channel. And as always, good luck with your solving.